Right now, the eve of the Wisconsin primary, why progressive groups are asking Democratic voters not to vote for president and instead choose a different option.
Also, inmates who work at the Dane County Jail could soon be getting a pay raise. How much the proposal is asking for as it heads to the county board.
Then later, call for action, taking action. This as residents on the west side fight back against large rent increases. You're watching News 3 Now at 6. Winter is coming, and no, this is not an April Fool's Day joke. By tomorrow night, much of southern Wisconsin will see the return of snow.
Now, the question is exactly how much snow will we actually be getting? And where you live could mean the difference of multiple inches. So let's check the first warn forecast now with Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington.
Yeah, Charlotte, spot on. You said it all very eloquently. Depending on where you are in southern Wisconsin, anywhere in the state of Wisconsin, make a big impact on those snowfall totals. This is what we're looking at right now across all of southern Wisconsin. Total snow accumulations of 2 to 5 inches. It's that slushy kind that melts a bit on some of those warm surfaces, with the least amounts to the south and west of Madison. The greatest amounts right now looking to be northeast of Madison as we go Tuesday afternoon through Wednesday afternoon. Rain showers right now. No snow here in Dane County, but you don't have to go that far to the north up towards Mauston, Camp Douglas on I-90. The snowflakes are flying. Viewer photos are coming in right now showing those and verifying the snow up towards Montello and Princeton, up towards Oxford right now. That's where that rain snow line is living currently, and it's going to sink to the south as we go on into your Tuesday, on into your Wednesday. Maybe even a couple claps of thunder right now over portions of Dane County. 6-hour future track radar keeps on and off rain shower chances mixed in with a little bit of wet snow overnight tonight, but that turns over to all wet snow for all of southern Wisconsin. Here is the latest projection from the First Warn Weather Team. We put out snow totals this morning. We're looking at 1 to 3 inches of slushy snow accumulation over southwest Wisconsin, maybe 3 or 4 inches of slushy snow here in the Madison area. Greater amounts setting up from Madison and points to the northeast up towards Green Bay and just north of Milwaukee. And again, this is that slushy kind of snow that sticks to some surfaces, particularly those grassy surfaces. But some of those back roads, those bridges and overpasses could get a little bit slick. Depends on how heavy that snow comes down on your Tuesday afternoon going on into your Tuesday evening. Coming up a bit, we're going to talk more about the wind part of this storm and its impacts on southern Wisconsin.
Stay up to date on the weather on our First Warn Forecast weather app. It has hourly forecast, road conditions, and the latest radar. You can download it for free in your phone's app store. Just search WISC Weather. Voters in Wisconsin will head to the polls tomorrow.
Well, there won't be much drama in the presidential race. Some groups are trying to have voters back a none-of-the-above option. Political reporter Will Keneally has more on what this will look like, Will.
Well, we're seeing this option pushed forward by progressive groups who want Democrats to vote uninstructed in tomorrow's primary as a protest against Biden's re-election campaign. So why the protest? Over the administration's policy in Israel and Gaza.
For those of us in the Democratic camp, the only choice that we have to register our protest is to vote uncommitted.
With Dean Phillips out of the race, Democrats not wanting to support President Biden only have one option in their primary, to vote uninstructed. They hope that sends a message to Biden as he faces a 2020 rematch.
Voters are saying we do not support the administration's position in terms of supporting Netanyahu's brutal war on Palestinian women and children.
Joseph Givargiz with the group Our Revolution says Biden has made changes on Israel. In a response to News 3 Now, Biden's campaign wrote that the president believes making your voice heard and participating in our democracy is fundamental to who we are as Americans. He shares the goal for an end to the violence and a just, lasting peace in the Middle East. He's working tirelessly to that end.
President Biden cannot prevail if a significant segment of the Democratic electorate is unhappy about the president's foreign policy. And so we're giving the administration strategic advice in order to defeat Trumpism.
So what do we mean by uninstructed? So when you go to the polls tomorrow, you're actually not voting for a candidate, you're voting for a delegate who will represent you at the party's national convention this summer. So for Michigan Democrats, for example, 115 of their delegates have to vote for Biden at the convention, but 2 are uninstructed and can vote for anyone.
During tomorrow's primary, former President Trump will be here in Wisconsin. It is the first time this campaign season that Trump will visit our state. He'll be in Green Bay for a rally. The last time he was here was back in August of 2022 to campaign for then gubernatorial candidate Tim Michels. Tomorrow's event takes place at the Hyatt Regency, and it starts at 5 o'clock with doors opening at 2.
Back in Madison, police say a canine unit was used to arrest the suspect after a shots fired call on the south side over the weekend. Officers were sent to the 1000 block of Moreland Road about 9:20 Saturday. There, they say a man with a gun had just left that area. He was later found and pulled over. Police found 2 guns and arrested the suspect.
Right now, the Dane County Sheriff's Office is asking for your help finding a missing inmate. He went missing yesterday morning and was last seen in the Madison area. Deputies received an alert that Richard C. Williams cut off his GPS monitoring bracelet. He's serving for multiple charges, including violating a domestic abuse order. There is a warrant out for his arrest as of this afternoon. Anyone with information about where he could be should call the Dane County Communications Center at 608-255-2345. Well, the raise could be on the way for residents of the Dane County Jail who choose to work while there.
A proposal in front of the county board this week would double what inmates currently get paid. Braden Ross has the details.
Right now, a day's worth of work as an inmate in the Dane County Jail will only earn you $3. But some on the county board and Dane County Sheriff Calvin Barrett himself are hoping to change that.
We all think it's right. They deserve it. It's the right thing to do.
About 30 inmates per day work well in the Dane County Jail, but Sheriff Calvin Barrett says there are even more than that who'd like to.
There's actually a wait list because it is that desirable by our resident workers.
If passed, a proposal to the Dane County Board would mean residents would earn double what they do now for their work, going from just $3 a day to $6.
When you double someone's salary, no matter what it is always helps in regards to how they feel about themselves.
Working in the jail is completely voluntary for inmates. They work doing daily tasks needed for the jail to function, like cleaning and serving meals.
They do have a little bit more flexibility in regards to moving about the jail freely, but also, too, they have a little bit more access to the kitchen, which snacks and things like that is always a benefit to our residents.
And Barrett says it can even help residents when they get out.
We need to really be providing our residents with the skills that they can learn while they're here incarcerated and transfer out to employment and career-based employment out in the community.
The county currently spends around $24,000 a year on inmate wages. Barrett says that doubling that won't have a negative impact on his $90 million budget. The Dane County Board's Personnel and Finance Committee will take a look at the proposal at their meeting tonight. It's expected to come before the full board at their meeting this Thursday. Reporting in Madison, Braden Ross, News 3 Now.
The UW-Madison School of Veterinary Medicine now has a new leader. Jonathan Levine will begin as dean August 1st. Levine, currently a professor of veterinary neurology and head of small animal clinical sciences at Texas A&M. He will replace Mark Markle, who announced last summer he would step back from the position after serving as dean for a dozen years. Markle returned to the faculty as professor of large animal surgery.
Well, bad news for those waiting on student aid awards. There's another problem with federal financial aid forms. According to the Department of Education, some colleges received the wrong information about some families' finances. Administrators blame that on what they call inaccurate tax data from the IRS. The problem reportedly impacts about 1 million applicants. Just over a week ago, a separate calculation error impacted several 100,000 forms. The delays have left some students in limbo as they decide where to enroll. Well, residents of some apartments on Madison's west side are fighting back after receiving word that their rent would be increasing from 20% to 40% of what they already pay.
In this call for action story that airs tonight on News 3 Now at 10, our Catherine Merck heard from residents who called our team trying to raise awareness about increasing rent throughout the area. Catherine?
Well, we know that rent is difficult for many people to afford in Madison, but residents at the Arose properties say this rent hike is particularly outrageous. David Rivera-Core has lived at his 2-bedroom apartment there at the Arose Apartments on Madison's west side for almost 3 years. When he first moved in, his rent was close to $1,100 a month. And after growing increases over time living at the properties, his base rent is now going up to $1,500 a month. That doesn't include fees like heat and water. While he's a grad student planning to eventually leave the area, he's worried for his neighbors who may not be able to do the same.
There's a lot of tenants here who are like senior citizens on Social Security, on a fixed income, who literally now their income will be less than the rent. So I'm really concerned for them.
The executive director of the Tenant Resource Center in Madison told me that a couple tenants in Madison have reached out to them specifically about the hikes at that unit. She says the issues expand beyond just those properties in the city.
Over 50% of the tenants in Dane County, which is about over 60,000 renters, are already what's called cost burden, which means that they spend over 30% of their income on rent. So an additional $50 a month is significant for a lot of renters, much less $100, $200, $300, $400 a month.
Under current Wisconsin law, there are no rent caps that can be placed on landlords under new lease terms. These neighbors have since rallied together to try to fight these rent hikes at the Arose properties. We're going to have the full story tonight at 10 on News 3 Now.
Coming up on News 3 Now at 6, a recall on some popular frozen fruit bars sold at Walmart.
Plus, the Department of Health and Human Services issuing new guidance for private and sensitive exams. Stay with us.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6, brought to you by Gruber Law Offices.
We're often asked,
is it really free to hire Gruber Law Offices?
The answer is yes. The call, the consultation, free. You pay nothing until we win your case. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Get an 11% rebate on your next project now at Menards. Protect your home with Atlas shingles. They feature a limited lifetime warranty, up to 130-mile-per-hour wind warranty, and a super wide design for fast installation. Menards also has the largest in-stock selection of concrete landscaping blocks. Holland patio pavers are perfect for walkways and patios. Only 25 cents each after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
It's out with the old and in with the new during Steinhaffel's new for spring sale. This is the perfect time to update your bedroom, add more seating to your dining room, make your living room feel new again, and get a great night's sleep on a new mattress. Steinhaffel's has something for every style and budget. And with our 60-month financing, your new room just got more affordable. Shop in-store or online at steinhaffels.com.
We forge steel bars that hold up bridges, propel ships, and send rockets into space.
But for years, China's been lowballing their prices,
so it's been tough to compete.
We can't let China steal Wisconsin jobs, so I wrote a law to require American infrastructure projects use American iron and steel.
Tammy Baldwin got President Trump to sign her Made in America bill.
And then she got President Biden to make it permanent.
I'm Tammy Baldwin. I approve this message.
Tammy Baldwin has our back.
Campaign 2024 is heating up in battleground Wisconsin, and News 3 Now is bringing you complete team coverage throughout this crucial election year. From the candidates to the issues that matter to you, the voters. Campaign 2024 on News 3 Now, moving forward. You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Tropical Foods recalling more than 5,000 packs of frozen dessert bars due to a salmonella risk. The product is the Helados Mexico Mini Cream Variety Pack. The recall covers packs marked Best Buy of October 11th of 2025. Symptoms of salmonella include fever, diarrhea, nausea, vomiting, and abdominal pain. So far, no illnesses have been reported in connection with this recall.
Well, there's a billion reasons why you may want to take a crack at the Powerball tonight. Since nobody won the jackpot Saturday, tonight's drawing could win you $1 billion. Now, that is a lump sum of $483 million before taxes. While no one won the big jackpot, at least 4 people last night matched numbers on Saturday night to win $1 million.
There is new guidance from the Department of Health and Human Services for hospitals regarding consent. In a letter to teaching hospitals and medical schools, HHS said doctors performing sensitive tests such as prostate exams must get signed consent from a patient if they are to be under anesthesia. The department says the new guidance is meant to clarify requirements for participants in Medicare and Medicaid programs. When we come back, the Wisconsin Historical Society opens a new exhibit showing a different take on the Vietnam War.
Plus, Madison Ballet prepares for its season finale at the Overture Center. The breathtaking performances and when you'll get a chance to watch.
And snow returns to Wisconsin tomorrow. Alex breaks down how much your area could get in his complete forecast.
Get solar and get saving with Olson Solar Energy in the Madison area.
When you're talking to someone and you call someone at Olson Solar, it's not someone in Utah, it's not someone in California, it is someone local right here. By doing that, we control the entire process. So we control the project management, we control the design, we control the installation, the electric, the hookup, permitting, and that really sets us apart.
Stop into our location near you or give us a call and ask us about our Earth Day promo.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line, many impacted by physical or mental health challenges. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net that keeps them safely in their homes. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative, with 95 cents of every dollar donated going directly to those right here in your community. Help by visiting www.heatforheroes.org. or by calling 1-800-891-9276. That's 800-891-9276.
For the second year in a row, Chevy Equinox has been ranked by J.D. Power #1 in new vehicle quality for compact SUVs. In other words, it's really good, right from the start. Chevy Equinox.
Do that again.
Connected by OnStar. Qualified lessees can get this Equinox for $269 a month.
See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
What's the big deal at Hy-Vee? How about 99-cent pork chops this Monday through Sunday? Get Hy-Vee Midwest Pork 8-ounce America's Cut or Butterfly chops for just 99 cents. That's right, boneless 8-ounce America's Cut or Butterfly chops for just 99 cents. That's the lowest price in 6 years. Time to fire up the grill. Get Hy-Vee Midwest Pork boneless America's Cut or Butterfly chops for just 99 cents all week long. Only at Hy-Vee.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Madison Ballet is pleased to announce that they will be returning to the Capitol Theater at the Overture Center for their season finale performance called Timeless. Timeless brings together classical and contemporary ballet styles. It includes the world premiere of Hallelujah Junction, the return of Agape, and the new production of the second act from the story ballet Giselle.
This program, specifically in its timeless format, is showing everyone in Madison like contemporary ballet, modern ballet, but it also shows where our roots come from, which is classical ballet. So it's something for everyone. It's excitement, it's sexy, it's beautiful, it's gorgeous music, it's beautiful costumes, lighting. The energy and the athleticism of the dancers are on full display in this program.
There will be 3 performances of the show on April 13th and the 14th. It is the first time Madison Ballet has performed in the Capitol Theater since 2018.
The Wisconsin Historical Society held an opening ceremony for a new exhibit today. It's called Waging Peace in Vietnam, and it shows a new side to the war most people didn't think about. The exhibit giving a voice to the soldiers on the front line who fought against the war machine. The soldiers highlighted were active duty who volunteered and were drafted for the war and helped create a peace movement in the military that eventually brought an end to the Vietnam conflict.
When they got to Vietnam and saw what was going on, they were not just disillusioned, they felt betrayed. This isn't what they signed up for. They felt it was unjust and it was vicious.
The exhibit will feature multiple speakers and events until it closes on April 22nd. You may have to break out the shovels tomorrow. Please tell me no. Snowblower? This has got to be an April Fool's joke, right, Alex?
Not an April Fool's joke. The good news is that some of the snow is going to be on the slushy side, so that should help to be able to move some of that pretty easily there, Eric. But yeah, First Warn Weather Team, we've been tracking an unsettled weather pattern for days now, and it wasn't until last night that we really started seeing confidence and consistency in all of the weather tools that we have. have. That snow is on the way for southern Wisconsin and much of the state for that matter. Accumulations of 2 to 5 inches, that slushy snow expected with the highest amounts right now northeast of Madison. This will be Tuesday afternoon through Wednesday. We'll be tracking alert day conditions. All part of the 3 things you need to know, mostly in the form of rain tonight, although there are some areas that are seeing some wet snowflakes now. Turns all over to wet snowflakes on your Tuesday afternoon. Staying breezy with snow ending on your Wednesday. We'll track those winds and how gusty you can expect those winds on your Wednesday with that wet snow falling. Rain showers pretty heavy out there across portions of Dane County, especially north of Madison. Our friends up towards Camp Douglas and Mauston still hanging on to some pretty decent wet snowflake activity along I-90. And one of our viewers near Oxford, as you see, they're just left of 23, sending us a viewer photo here. I'll show you in just a bit to verify that they're getting snow up there. There we go. Thank you, Panda McCann, for sending us that weather photo to verify that, yes, our radar is in fact showing snow to the north of Madison right now. Wet snowflakes will be primarily confined to areas north of Madison tonight with lows in the lower to middle to upper 30s. We'll only do upper 30s for highs with those temperatures slowly falling on your Tuesday as that weather system really starts to take gear. It's to our south and west now, but breaking out scattered rain showers, maybe a clap of thunder with that snow north of the Dells at 6 o'clock as we head towards the lunch hour. Wet snowflakes mixing in as far south as Madison, Mineral Point, Platteville, and Boscoville, with the wet snow really taking hold north of Madison as we head towards the afternoon hours. With the snow shower activity, this wet snow really taking a firm hold as we go Tuesday evening, Tuesday night, going on into the first part of your Wednesday. So that Tuesday evening commute's really going to be impacted. That Wednesday morning commute's going to be impacted as well with gusty winds. If we get any impacts out of this weather system, even if the snow doesn't stick all that much because of the warm pavement temperatures, we're definitely going to have those strong winds blowing that snow about, with that snow ending as we go on into your Wednesday afternoon. This is a projection of just how strong those wind gusts could get early Wednesday afternoon. Wind gusts upwards of 40 to 45 miles per hour across southern Wisconsin. So even without the snow and precipitation, it's going to be an impactful day of weather in the Department of Wind. So hold on to your hats there. Slushy snow accumulations of 1 to 3 inches expected over southwest Wisconsin. Let's say 3-4 right now over the Madison area up towards the Dells. Watching an area of a heavier spot of that slushy snow accumulation, 6+ inches north and east of Madison up towards Green Bay and north of Milwaukee. Some of that complexity again north and east of Madison with that storm track being key to where that heaviest area of slushy snow ends up falling. We will see with the April light out there, it's getting lighter and warmer each day. Those surfaces are warm. Some of those surfaces will melt that snow. So bottom line, showers tonight, unless you're north up towards Oxford. Thanks again, Panda, for that picture where they are getting that snow changing over to all snow across southern Wisconsin Tuesday afternoon, and that snow will end Wednesday afternoon, early evening, but the windy conditions will hang on into your Thursday. It's this weather system hanging on out to the east that will postpone the long anticipated warming trend. We're going to hold off on that warming trend at least until we get into the later part of the weekend going on into next week. Definitely want to tune in tonight though, folks. We'll have the latest on the snowfall updates coming up at 10.
And coming up in sports, Tanner Mordecai wowed some scouts at his pro day while he says he's ready for the next level. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Want fresh air.
You need the experts.
Right now at Felco, get free installation plus no interest for 6 years.
Call 866 for Felco.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To your big promotion.
And to your new house.
I know. What? I guess you had to move fast in this market.
Right? Best thing I did was get a pre-approval from Summit. Once I knew my budget, I only looked at homes I could make a serious offer on.
And how's construction going on your place?
1 month left.
Must be stressful.
Actually, no. I'm working with Summit too, and they've been great about answering all my questions and guiding me along. It's been easy.
Whether you're building or buying a home, Summit Credit Union is here to help.
Why choose between that new deck you've been wanting and that vacation you've been dreaming about? Get both. A deck that outlasts wood 3 to 1 and up to a 7-day vacation on one of the top cruise lines or at one of our hundreds of resorts with no blackout date restrictions. Call now or visit the website for your new deck today.
Look, I'm not a young guy. That's no secret.
But here's the deal. I understand how to get things done for the American people. I led the country through the COVID crisis. Today, we have the strongest economy in the world. I passed a law that lowers prescription drug prices, caps insulin at $35 a month for seniors. For 4 years, Donald Trump tried to pass an infrastructure law, and he failed. I got it done. Now we're rebuilding America. I passed the biggest law in history to combat climate change because our future depends on it. Donald Trump took away the freedom of women to choose. I'm determined to make Roe v. Wade the law of the land again. Donald Trump believes the job of the president is to take care of Donald Trump. I believe the job of the president is to fight for you, the American people, and that's what I'm doing. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Can we do one more take?
Look, I'm very young, energetic, and handsome. What the hell am I doing this for?
Fjords has been crafting beautifully designed functional furniture since 1941. Every aspect of Fjords furniture has been carefully engineered to create a higher level of relaxation. Visit the Century House today and view our extensive lineup. Experience the unmatched relaxation you can only achieve in Fjords furniture. Relaxation made beautiful. Visit the Century House at 3420 University Avenue in Madison or online at centuryhouseinc.com.
After winning just 14 games this season and not having made the postseason in 13 years, when the Wisconsin women's basketball team made the WNIT, it seemed like something good could come out of them for the program. Well, it turns out it was the best thing that could have happened to them. Against all odds, they've made it all the way to the Great Eight, where they'll host St. Louis tonight. And if this group can secure a trip to the Fab Four, it can change the future of the program. Expectations were sky high for Tanner Mordecai when he chose to play at Wisconsin for his final season of college football. And the year was like a roller coaster. There was the good, the not so good, and the injury to his throwing hand. But through it all, Mordecai showed his toughness and that he can sling the rock. And after a pro day where he opened some eyes with his speed, all he's hoping for now is another shot so he can prove what he already knows. He can play at the next level.
I mean, that's what we're training for, is an opportunity to get on the team and you know, show that team what we're made of, and that's what I think about a lot, is that opportunity, which I believe will come, and I'll be ready for it. Competitor, you know, an authentic leader that cares about this game and cares to win football games, and that's what I'm going to bring to the table.
And on the ice, Matthew D. St. Phal has signed a 2-year contract with the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins, the AHL affiliate of the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Badger forward finished his career with 36 goals and 87 points in 141 games played, and was a big part of the program's turnaround during Mike Hastings' first year. Matty DSP was also a 2-time alternate captain at Wisconsin.
All right, Zach, thanks. Quick final check with Alex.
Yeah, Eric, alert day conditions still anticipated Tuesday afternoon going through your Wednesday there, folks. 2 to 5 inches of total snow accumulation, with the heaviest amounts north and east of Madison right now. Just a little bit over the Madison metro area right now. We got snow shower activity to the southwest, and we've got more snow on the way coming as we go on into your Tuesday.
All right, Alex, thanks. Thanks for joining us.